The Atheris is a genus of venomous vipers known as bush vipers. They are found only in tropical sub-Saharan Africa, excluding southern Africa, and many species have isolated and fragmented distributions due to their confinement to rainforests. In an example of convergent evolution, they show many similarities to the arboreal pit vipers of Asia and South America. 10 species are currently recognized. They are relatively small in size, with adults ranging in total length, body plus tail, from 40 cm, 16 in, 4a, katangensis to a maximum of 78 cm, 31 in, 4a. Squamigera. All species have a broad, triangular head that is distinct from the neck. The canthus is also distinct and the snout is broad. The crown is covered with small imbricate or smooth scales, none of which is enlarged. The eyes are relatively large with elliptical pupils. The eyes are separated from the supralabials by 1 to 3 scale rows and from the nasal by 2 or 3 scales. The body is slender, tapering, and slightly compressed. The dorsal scales are overlapping, strongly keeled and have apical pits. Laterally these are smaller than the middorsals. Midbody there are 14 to 36 rows of dorsal scales. There are 133 to 175 rounded ventral scales. The subcaudal scales are single and number 38 to 67. The tail is strongly prehensile and can support the body while suspended from a branch or twig. Members of this genus come in an amazing variety of colors and patterns, often within a single species. A. Ceratophyra and A. Squamigera are particularly variable. They are found in tropical sub-Saharan Africa, excluding southern Africa. Some species have only isolated populations, surviving in small sections of ancient rainforest. It is obvious that they once had a much wider distribution, but are now declining. They inhabit rainforest regions, mostly in remote areas far from human activity. All species are strictly arboreal, although they can sometimes be found on or near the ground. Atheris species have been known to prey upon a variety of small amphibians, lizards, rodents, birds, and even other snakes. Some species or populations may specialize in eating frogs, but most have been described as opportunistic feeders. Prey is typically ambushed from a hanging position, held until it has succumbed to the venom and then swallowed. All Atheris species are ovoviviparous. Mating takes place in October-November and the females give birth to live young in March and April. Not much is known about their venom except that it is strongly hemotoxic, causing pain, swelling and blood clotting problems.